Hello, I'm Sean Rieger. This is a presentation about the design process. The design process is a strategy employed by engineers, businessmen, and many others to develop a well thought out product that will do well in its field. First, we start with project definition. Generally, you'll have a market pull, a tech push, some sort of need that you can identify that you need a product to fill this gap. So you're going to want to form a team, and you're going to want to choose a project. You got to come up with your problem first, and then you're going to decide how you're going to tackle it. Here we're going to estimate costs, although it won't be too exact. We're just going to see kind of a ballpark idea how much it's going to cost to solve this problem. Next, we have our product definition. So firstly, we want to identify our customers. We want to find out who we're catering our product to. It's very important. So once we identify our customers, this is how we're going to formulate our customer needs. We decide what the customer wants. We listen to them to ask them what they want, what they need, how they want the product to work, and then we take those customer needs and we define them as engineering specifications, which are, instead of qualitative needs, they're quantitative needs. They have something we can actually work towards and measure. So through these, we're going to set targets. We're going to set our targets to work towards for later from these customer needs and specifications. And again, we're also going to evaluate the competition, and we're going to use this to set other targets too. We want to make sure we're not just copying an idea from someone else. We want to make sure we're coming up with something new and something that improves on other people's projects. Next, we have our conceptual design phase, and we're going to generate a list of concepts, we're going to evaluate our concepts, and we're going to choose concepts. Then we're going to use this to make a list of revised concepts. So we go in, we generate a bunch, we evaluate them, we choose them, and we keep doing this until we're satisfied and have a good list of concepts to work on. Next, we're going to refine this list of concepts. We want to sit down as a group, and we're going to get rid of concepts that we don't think will solve the problem, or we don't like, or aren't cost effective. And we're going to come up with one good solution that we think is going to solve our problem effectively. And a lot of times this is where a company will apply for a provisional patent. This can protect their product development and keep everything nice and good. Next, we have our product development phase. This is where we're going to generate prototypes of the product, and we're going to factor in cost, manufacturing, and assembly into this. This is where we decide how much we're willing to spend on each individual product. We're going to figure out how we're going to manufacture and assemble the product without wasting too much money. We want this to be cheap, but we want it to be effective and quick. And so this is where we generate the product. And once we have a prototype, it's going to go to testing. And here they're going to test it for reliability, performance, and sustainability. We don't want something that's going to fall apart. We want it to be a good product. So through testing, we go back and we'll regenerate another prototype. And this goes until you're happy with the product. And once you're happy with the product, you can approve the product. This is where it's going to move to the late stage, which is product support. This is once your product is already out there, it's been marketed, you have it made. So now that it's out there and people are buying it, people are selling it, you need to support the vendors, the customers, and the manufacturing. This can include, this is just customer service at its simplest definition. Next, we're going to want to update the product. You can't always catch all the problems, and also the market changes. Something might change that might require us to change something on our product, so we want to be able to update the product while it's out. And sadly, at some point, we are going to have to retire the product, so you do need to be ready to effectively retire your product. Thank you. That is all.